Tom Clark's main event is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this right here is Tom Clark's main event. What's up, kids? Welcome back to the program. It's your boy, holler at your boy, still in the office. Mind the mess, or don't mind the mess, whatever you want to say. No main event shirt today here. No cup of coffee. Already had two this morning. I've had plenty. All right. Trust me. Do have a bottle of water here, though. There it is. Ready to roll on the show. There's no dog. There's no cats. There's no boy. It's just me in the office. She's still a work in progress. I've got my unit or the computer set. The monitors are set up. The system is cranking. We're doing good things here in the space. Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. It's different. It's unique. It's not Friday. Get over it. It's all right. It's all good. Thank you for hanging out. Everyone that's here, please hit the like button. Please. And share this sucker as often as possible, if you will. Please and thank you very much. On top of that, turn on your notifications bell. That'd mean great things to me. I appreciate it. That way you guys and gals know when we go live here on the show. Today is the Saturday free-for-all. Know what that means? Nothing is out of bounds. Whatever you guys and gals want to talk about, we're going to talk about it here today. Bam, there he is. So yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, man, we're going to cue it up today. We're going to tee it up. We're going to knock it straight out the park. So we hope you guys and gals are ready. Again, share the feed and like the thing. Just go like the thing, really. I'd appreciate it. Jumpin' Jeff Sharma is the first to the show. Thank you very much. Adolf, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Davey, what's up, E? We're seeing the regulars here. Guten Tag, Sandy in Germany. You've been acknowledged. What's up, Sugar Shane? How you doing? Ray all day. What's going on, my friend? How are you doing? Robbie, doing okay? Everyone say hello to Double A. Ashley Tate is here. Yeah, everyone go tell her hello. Offer her a Diet Coke or a sip. She'll enjoy that. Linda Osborne, how you doing? Good to see you. Timothy, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for hanging out. Belinda, what's going on? Marcus, how you doing, my friend? Marcus is singing the praises of the SmackDown. All right. So, usually I have topics on deck, stuff that I want to talk about, stuff that I think is newsworthy or that is newsworthy, whatever you want to say. I don't really have any of that this time. What I do have for you is just an open floor. You know, usually we run the show and then the open floor is at the end. Well, this time the whole freaking show is the open floor, baby. So whatever you guys and gals want to talk about, let's talk about it. Okay. So let's go ahead and discuss it. What do you guys want to talk about here today? It has been a while, actually, Jamie. By the way, kids, just so you know, we may not be going an hour today. All right. Just full disclosure. May only go 30 this week. Depends on where the conversation goes. So what do you guys want to talk about? Let's see. People are trashing each other. E says, why is CM Punk over? I'm not going to put your silly comment on the net here, E. Be nice. Play nice. What's happened in the news this week that you guys want to talk about? What's going on? Anything you want to discuss? Carlos, what's going on, my friend? Where are you? There you is. Sandy says, can't wait on March 1st. That'll be his live in Germany. That's awesome. Ray all day. I love you, my friend. Great conversation to begin with. We're going to leave that up because I don't have the topics this week. So here's Ray's question, kids. Let's talk about this. What's everyone think about Sammy getting booed? I got thoughts. Phil Lindsay and I, big shout out to Phil Lindsay, of course, co-host of the 6M podcast. So yeah, shout out to Phil. He and I have discussed this quite a few times over the past month or so. And Phil's got his thoughts and Phil's got his opinions on this, and I've got mine. And sometimes we diverge, sometimes we converge. It is what it is. But here is my take. Here's my take. I don't think that they did him any favors by putting Ty Conti on the air with him. First off, let me preface all of this with this. I don't care who anyone dates. I don't care. When I was writing full time for whether it was Bleacher Report or Wrestling Rumors full time or wherever I was writing at the moment, I never cared about those stories. And anytime I had an editor pitch those stories to me, I politely said no because I didn't care about them. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think it's relevant in the pro wrestling world. To me, it's not. You can make the case that the Stephanie Triple H thing is relevant or whatever else you want to talk about. I don't care. But for me personally, as a fan, I don't care about any of that. That's just me talking. Okay. I just don't care. Um, for me, Ray, and I'm glad you brought it up. I don't think they did me a favor. Sammy was over as a babyface, and now he's not. And he's got one person to thank for that, and it's Ty Conti. It's not a good look when Sammy proposed to his ex-girlfriend live or on the air. I mean, it's not a good look. And then it's how many months later, a year later, whatever it is, he's got Ty out there and they're kissing in the ring and stuff. And I don't care. But if you're putting me on the spot, then that's my answer. I don't think they did him any favors. He's not doing himself a favor by blasting all over social media. If you're a heel, then go with God, brother. Do you. Do your character and heel out as much as possible. But I don't think that it's helping him at all. Is he a tweener? Ray, you know my thoughts on guys being tweeners. Being a tweener is not feasible. People want to hate and they want to cheer. Sammy's going to be heel. Sammy doesn't conduct himself like a heel. He soon will. And this whole Dan Lambert thing they're doing to try to get him to not be booed is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Ray, great way to kick it off. Ray, great way to kick it off. Good afternoon, Molly. How are you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you. Sugar Shane says, I discovered a 1933 short film called The Bone Crushers. If you could take a look at it, be impressed with the camera work. It'd be better if you could film it later. Oh, nice. Dude, send me that in a message so I don't forget you. I might forget you. Speaking of the TNT champion, will Adam Cole go back to the TNT? Why not? Why not? Everyone say hello to CRP from the Wrestling Geeks Alliance podcast. Hey, man, have a good show, dude. Have a good show. I'm impeding on their time. You guys know I usually don't go live on Saturdays. Let's see. Tim, you wanted to talk about the big news on Dynamite. Let's talk about it, kids. Forbidden Door, the live event, co-sponsored, co-run by New Japan Pro Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling. This is going to be huge. It's in Chi-Town. Know this. If Okada is on this card, your boy's going to find a way to be there. I'll find a way, by hook or by crook. If it has to be by horseback. I've never seen Okada live, and I want to. I still have massive regrets with not seeing Jordan play live. Massive regrets because I could have, but I chose not choose. I just didn't do it. So yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of card they come up with. It's going to be great stuff. It's going to be awesome. Pardon me. Marcus says Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte. I quit match. WrestleMania Backlash. Marcus, I'm not high on this. I think the Rousey thing has been a miss since she's come back. It's my opinion. I love Charlotte. Charlotte's doing Charlotte stuff, and she's good at doing Charlotte stuff because she's Charlotte, right? But Ronda's a miss in my opinion. I think that whoever's been advising her from day one has been giving her bad advice in terms of how to conduct herself. And if it's all coming from her, all due respect, this is nothing personal. It never has been. You guys know that with me. Anytime I talk about anybody here, it's never personal, right? But my take on Rousey is that she still doesn't get this. She still doesn't get how this stuff works. I don't know why. She really doesn't get it. Ricardo, back to the Sammy thing. It's like watching Seth and Becky all over again. It's not working. Yes, Ricardo, sure, you're right. And Sammy and Ty are supposed to be face. Just turn him heel. It's going to happen anyway. Jumpin' Jeff says, people's thoughts on unifying the tag titles. I'm not a fan, to be honest. They're going to give everything to this bloodline thing. Then they'll all face Jericho and his guys in blood and guts. I'm just kidding. It's not going to happen. Yeah, they're big on the bloodline thing, man. You can't, I mean, how much more are you going to give Roman Reigns at this point? The key to the city? Every city? The key to the planet? What's left? You're going to give him the Infinity Gauntlet? What's left for freaking Roman here, dude? What's left? Well, he should face The Rock, Tom, at WrestleMania next year. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. They ran out of stuff for him to do. He's beat everyone. Roman pinned me. He's pinned all of us, hasn't he? What's left? What's left, man? Carlos says, I wrote a comment on the Dustin match this week, and he actually responded back. Well done, Carlos. Dustin's a good guy, man. Bobby, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's not a good day. It's a great day. Tell all your friends. I appreciate you. Double A. I don't have an issue with unifying. Calls a little attention. So, Ash, belts mean what they say they mean, right? Titles mean what they say they mean. There's the old argument of the guy makes the title doesn't make the guy. And sometimes that's flipped. Some talents are really big on titles. Other talents don't care about them. I've interviewed guys over the years who are, it meant something to them to get a title. It was a status symbol. It was a sign that they'd made it. The promoter trusted them, which is how I've personally always viewed it. Then I interviewed a guy like Rob Van Dam's like, yeah, I don't really care about any of that. He just wanted to get paid. And I have no problem with that. None. That's a death-defying thing that these guys and gals do, kids. You want to get paid? Go get paid. I'm back and forth on it. No, does it bother me that much? No. But here's what I'll say, Ash, to your point, is that while it doesn't bother me per se, create a theme, write your theme, book your theme, stick with your theme. If your theme is brand split, pal, then stick to that. They don't, because they don't care. The brand split thing is a gimmick. And as a result, the titles have become way too gimmicky as a result. If you don't believe me, look at the great big WW on all the freaking belts, dude. Hui. Hook did speak last night, Tim, for sure. Jamie says, I watched the recent Table for Three, did not realize Gable and Chris. Oh, I've got to watch that. I love the Table for Three. It's a shame it's produced and handled and controlled and cajoled and massaged by WWE. I wish Table for Three could happen outside of the company, which I guess is what podcasting is, right? But I've seen some good Table for Threes on there. Is Britt going to be the one to beat Jay? Boy, Ray, everyone's asking those questions right now, aren't they? For sure. Everyone, please welcome Tina from the Peaches and Power Bombs podcast. Go give the ladies a follow. It's Tina and Sarah Hirsch. They're awesome. Tina, you know we love you. Tina says, hey, Tom, I was excited about Forbidden Door, but according to Twitter, it's only for men hardcore fans. Here's the problem, Tina. There's some jerks online who call themselves writers who are not writers. They're just attention getters. They're trolls. They're trying to get famous, and they'll do it by any means necessary. I won't mention names. Ask me off the air. I'll tell you. You may know who I'm talking about. But certain people call themselves journalists or the farthest thing from it. If this guy's a journalist, I'm the Queen of England. All right? Know that. Don't be bothered by that, Tina. God's sake, don't be bothered by that. You want to watch the show? Watch the show. There's more of a thing to this than people are reading into it. People, and not you, but like people are reading a blurb and they're, oh, it's all for men. Blah, 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 blah. No. Watch what you want to watch. Watch the show. You should. It's going to be great. Ooh, Ash says, if not Reigns, then who though? You talking about who at the top or who's going to have the belt? I mean, they've only got two guys. It's Reigns and freaking Lesnar. Lesnar smash. I like both guys. It's not personal, kids. It's just that's all they do. WWE for years, historically, has always been one guy, maybe two. And in the recent years, the two-guy element was Randy and John a lot. John and Punk, John and whoever. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's usually the 1 to 2 guy formula in that company. And the problem with that is once someone gets hurt, what's your plan B? They don't have one, and they never really have. Robbie says I was kind of confused on the double commitment ceremony officiated by RJ. Boy, weren't we all. Gimmick. It's all right. That's my face that suggests it's not all right. Ash says when it comes to tag titles, the guys make the titles or no one cares about them. When's the last time people got heated about tag titles? Speaking of heat, you're on fire today. That's a good question. They don't in that company. For 30 years, we have heard that Vince McMahon doesn't care about tag teams. We're told ad nauseum. Pal, Vince doesn't care about tag teams. Doesn't care about tag team wrestling. Doesn't care about tag teams. This is why every tag team in WWE is 2 guys just thrown together for the sake of being thrown together. So to answer your question, not in a long time. Because they don't care. And we're reminded of that all the time, aren't we? By the way, kids, this is episode 269. We are churning right along. Changing gears. Let's talk about Dr. Britt Baker. Took me a second, but I got it there for you. I love her. I don't understand why she's not babyface. Not ruining my day. But I don't understand why she's not babyface. Never let it be said that Tom praises companies outside of WWE and never complains or gripes or whatever. Not true. There's 2 different instances so far in this very podcast that I've complained about something in AEW. I don't understand why they're still pushing him as a face, and I don't understand why Britt's still a heel. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Sugar Shane says, have you ever thought about Dustin Rhodes using Cody's theme music in AEW? After all, he is Rhodes. Cody owns his music. Right? I get what you're saying, Shane, but I would submit that when Cody took to WWE, he took his music with him. I mean, obviously he did. I think Cody probably owns that music. That's my guess. I'm just throwing it out there. Tim says, what a great match between CM Punk and Dustin Rhodes. I think Punk's doing some of the best work of his entire career. I said it. I don't care who disagrees. It's all right if you disagree. But you're wrong. I'm just kidding. You're really wrong. No, I'm just kidding. But you're wrong. I think he's doing some of the best work of his career. That's how I feel. And Dustin he's a natural. So it's not just a gimmick, folks. Tim says, who do you want to win Wednesday, Cash or Dax? Honestly, I don't know that it matters. It's going to be a great match. They're going to both bring it. It's going to be fun. He says, Tom, when are you going to run for office? In Tom, we trust. I serve at the will of the people, E. If the people demand it, then I will step up and answer the call. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, my friend. Jess says, I don't like RK Bro. I don't like RK Bro. It had to be the team losing. I mean, they grow on you after a while. Everybody, please welcome Scott Larson from the Hashtag Truth podcast. I got so many podcasts to remember in my head. Scott, did you see me do that? Hashtag Truth. It's not a bad thing. I'm officially going back to being a fan. No more dirt sheets, no more behind the scenes. I just want to have fun. There you go. It's supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to be fun. Davey says, Wardlow. I love me some Wardlow. How do you guys feel? And Davey, thank you for bringing this up. How do you guys feel that they've done so far with Wardlow? Is it on the money? Have they dropped the ball at all? By the way, kids, please hit the thumbs up button for me while you're here. Share this feed on your Facebook pages. It'd be greatly appreciated. And also turn on your notifications bell. That would be awesome. Please and thank you. If you want something in this world, just say please, and then when you get it, thank you. That's all. I did that recently. It worked. Imagine that. Ash says the Rockers was the last tag team I cared about. Wow. That's very telling. Tina says, I know who it is. I found the comment funny because I know plenty of women who are excited. Thank you, Tina. You know, right? Tina's a pro, kids. Tina learned from the best. Bam! I'm just playing. Relax. These are just jokes. I'm just playing. But no, we keep things professional, man. We don't need to throw people under the bus. Other people do that to us, don't they, Tina? It's because people suck. All right. We don't suck. Other people do. Believe that. All right. But the fact is, we don't need to behave that way. Someone wrongs you in this life, you move past them. Because while they're busy sitting there hating you, you're going to be moving forward winning. Okay. That's what I care about. I'm sorry. It's how I feel. God, I'm in a good mood. I've been in the best mood for a month. Be in a better mood than I am. You can't do it. Robbie says, here's a good question. Robbie's going to hit us with a good one. Everybody shut up and listen. Where would ROH TV be the best home as far as channel or streaming to get the most viewers? Now, Robbie, I don't know the answer to this. It's an excellent question. Thank you for it. Here's what I think. If I had to spitball right now and you're putting me on the spot and said, Tom, answer it or else. In my opinion, you give Friday Night Rampage to Ring of Honor. Now, are they going to do it? Probably not. What would it be? Ring of Honor Rampage? ROH Rampage? Now, I don't know that they're going to. Don't quote me. This is not backstage information, okay? This is just me. Now, for all I know, they're going to have a separate TV deal. There's rumors all over the place that Khan's got something lined up that we don't know about just yet. We'll see what happens. It's a great question. My question back to everyone here is, what channel do you think could use some wrestling right now? What channel do you think would take a gamble? What channel is in a lot of homes and it's not named USA, TNT, or TBS? And would it just be TNT or TBS? That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Everyone, please welcome Ron Emerson. We recently did the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Talk discussion. It was pretty cool. Hey, we try to have fun, Ron. What can you say? Shane says, why is Ruby Riott fell off in AEW? I don't know that she's fallen off, Shane. I get where you're coming from, that she's not on TV as much as she used to be. This goes back to the topic of they've just got a lot of talent, and they got to find a way to keep all the balls in the air because they're juggling every day. So are they dropping balls because of it? Could be. Maybe Ruby's a ball that they've dropped. Doesn't mean they're not going to pick her back up. They're mentioning her on live TV, which is good. Where does it go from here? I love Ruby. We'll see what happens. You know, again, if you're going to sign this much talent, you got to find a way to make it work. Yes. Got to find a way to make it work. He says, would you want to see Punk versus Jericho in AEW? I'll watch. So Punk said once upon a time he had wrestled Chris Jericho enough. Now, this was way back when he left WWE, excuse me, beverage. This is way back when he left WWE and did Colt Cabana's podcast. Deer Park is not an official sponsor of the main event, so I will cover up their logo. By the way, if anyone from Deer Park is watching and wants to sponsor the show, holler at your boy. I'll take a case or 12. I don't know how I feel about that anymore, man. Have they wrestled each other enough? Probably so, but we've never seen it in an AEW ring. Never say never, E. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Ron says, are you shifting? I don't know. Ron, it's a good question, brother. It's entirely possible that I'm going to shift to Saturday. We'll see. Chris asked if I'm going to Forbidden Door. If Okada's on that card, maybe. We'll see. I'd love to. I'd love to. Tim says ROH to True TV. Oof. That'd be different, right? He says the CW. Right. Isn't like there's talk of the CW folding at some point? Ray says, "What's up with Jay White and Cole? New tag team, the Undisputed Elite." How you feel about that name, by the way, everybody? How you feel about the Undisputed Elite? Is that too much of a jab at WWE? You think? A lot of the things they say and do is little subtle jabs. That's not so subtle, is it? I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll tell you this: anything that puts Switchblade Jay White on my TV more is a good thing, and I'm all for it. Every day and twice on Sunday, for sure. Okay. So anything that puts Jay White on my TV is a very, very good thing. And I am all about it. Believe that. Because I loves me some Jay White, dude. Loves him. So I'm gonna close out a window over here. There we go. So yeah, I whatever puts Jay White on my TV is a good thing for me all day, every day. For sure. I think honestly it's just a way to get him some airtime. Is it going to lead to something down the road? It very well could. I think they're playing up the history of Cole and Bullet Club and all that stuff. That's not to say that there won't be something in the future, Ray, but I like it so far for sure. Spike TV became. What did Spike TV become? Someone remind me. Did Spike TV become something else, or am I crazy? It stayed Spike for a good long time. Sixers do play today, Tim. It's true. Everyone, please welcome the chat. I was going to say UWA. Isn't that funny? Where did my head go just now? HVW owner promoter, Mr. Gary Benfield. Isn't that crazy? Man. Carlos says, what's going to happen when Kenny comes back? Don't be surprised if he comes back. Ooh. Carlos might be calling the shot. Dude. I think I actually really, really love that. The Paramount Network, is that what it is? Thank you, guys. Paramount Network. We'll see. Davey says MJF sucks and Wardlow needs to power bomb through the ring. I love when people get very, very into this stuff. MJF best heel in the business. I think we could all agree on that. Yes, I don't know of anybody right now that's bigger. I think it depends on what's going on in the business at the time. Speaking of Jay White, and I've said this on the record multiple times in the past, before MJF got red hot in AEW, Jay White was best heel in the business, bar none. Bar none. But now I would say that title goes to Maxwell Jacob Freeman. ROH to Pluto streaming. Pluto's some free TV there, brother. I'm just saying. Isn't it funny I pay for all these streaming services and I still have the Pluto app on my TV? Isn't that weird? Like, why would I do that? Because sometimes you can't find what you're watching. Any of you guys and gals out there have like a multitude of like free services, not free, but like paid streaming services. How many of you have those streaming services and it's like, you go to find a movie that you hadn't seen in 20 years or something. You can't find it anywhere. You end up on freaking Pluto. And you're like, how'd I end up here? Because the 9 subscription services I have don't have this particular movie. It happens to me all the time. It especially happens for the 6M podcast. Phil and I will go to, I'll pitch an idea to him on a Thursday night. It'll be like, oh, now I got to go find this movie. Where is it? And usually I've got it on DVD. But if I don't feel like doing the legwork to plug up a DVD player because I'm lazy, it's real life, then I'll try to find a streaming service. And if I can't, sometimes I'll just buy the freaking thing. That's lazy. That's lazy. Everyone, welcome to the chat. Eric Jackson, how you doing, my friend? Jamel in Vegas, what's going on? Did I see you come in? Tim says Jamie Hayter and versus Tony Storm. Take my money. Yeah, that's going to be a good match, man. Ray says thoughts on the MSK drama and being forced to drop the belt. They got to do what they got to do. They got to pivot. You got to pivot. I mean, it's, these companies need to learn that when things like this go down, you have to do the right thing. Now, what was he told behind the scenes? It could have been something as simple as, look, this isn't forever. This is for now. We're going to look into this. We're going to let this cool down for a bit. If there's a better time, if there's a time to bring you back down the road, we will. But man, it's not looking good for him. Not looking good for him. Rick Thibodeau. That's how I pronounce your last name. Hope I'm not screwing it up. Says, good morning, Tom. I'm late to the party. The schedule changed. Oh, me too. Trust me. I based my entire 5 days or 6 days around Friday, and now I'm talking about pivoting. We were going to record. Usually we were full disclosure. 6M Podcast is not live. I've contemplated doing a live edition at some point with myself and Phil. and we're just talking about stuff and usually just doing our 6M episode. I haven't decided if we're going to do it yet, and I think it might be fun, right? But in the meantime, full disclosure, we typically record the show on Thursday nights. That's been our go-to night for 3 years now. And isn't that something? We're in year 3 of this show. That's insane. But anyway, it's crazy. Year 3, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, we were going to record this past Thursday night, George's solo career. And if anyone knows who the Beatles are, you know who we're talking about. But we couldn't record it last minute. Something came up. So we're going to push for that for next week. So there you go. But yeah, I don't want to change my Thursday recording schedule. I may have to, but right now I don't want to. Ron says I'll watch HBO Max a good bit. My kids use the Netflix or Disney apps. I love the Disney app, of course, because I'm a big Marvel and Star Wars guy. We've got Disney, Netflix, HBO Max. We got Hulu because Hulu's our TV, and something else. There's another one we have. I can't remember. Way too many. I got the new Japan streaming service because, I'm smart. And I loves me some good pro wrestling. Sugar Shane says, now that Scott Steiner's made amends to Triple H and McMahon, can you see him back on WWE TV helping out Braun Breaker? No. Well, I don't want to see him back on WWE TV. No disrespect to anybody here or to Scott. I don't know what Scott has to offer. Now, if you want to talk to me about putting Scott behind the scenes as a coach in NXT, I think that's possible. Do I need to see him or want to see him on my TV? Not necessarily. That's just me talking. Ray is vouching for the 6M podcast. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you. The 6M podcast is movies, music, Marvel, magazines, miniseries, and more. We are up to episode, I forget what number. It's a bunch. We're approaching 100. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, I love the show. It's all geek culture / pop culture podcast. Everything that falls under the 6Ms, which is basically anything you could possibly ever think of, which is why we called it that. But yeah, it's a fun show, man. Please go subscribe. Just like the main event, it's free. None of my stuff is behind a paywall. I just don't do that kind of thing. So please go check it out. It'd be greatly appreciated. I think you'll dig the show. Let me know what you think. Kids, please welcome one half of the White Claw Outlaws, one of the best tag teams in Western North Carolina, Mr. Chad Bartlett. How are you doing, Chad? I like HBO Max. By the way, speaking of HBO Max, who has seen The Batman? I've gotten through half of it. Let me just tell you this, in all fairness. I love Batman as a character. I do. Did I need another Batman? No, I did not. Is Robert Pattinson really, really good in this movie? Yeah. Ooh, this cast is killing it. It's just, man, it feels like we got to make this movie extremely long. We're going for that Oscar. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It's an Oscar reach, this film. Some people love it. A lot of people love it. Got great reviews, yes. I'm halfway through it. I haven't gone back to it yet. I'm like, geez. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's almost like, why didn't you just split this up into 2 films? Film them back to back. Release part 1, release part 2 a year from now. I don't know. That's just me talking. Has anybody else seen it? Chris, depends on what package you get with Hulu. I got the package where you can do, we got ESPN Plus and Disney app with it. And plus the channel package with it because we use it for our TV. It just depends. It's much cheaper than satellite, I assure you of that. Ron, yeah, there you go. Hulu and ESPN come with Disney Plus one because oh, there you go. There you go. You gotta go find what you want to watch, man. Rick says my whole week is scheduled around Friday at noon. Oh, nice. Rick, I appreciate you, man. He says, could you see Lashley or Orton beating Roman Reigns? Orton, possibly. Lashley, no. I could be wrong. Someone's going to beat him. Roman's going to lose eventually. Spoiler alert. It's got to happen. He can't continue to win every single match. Now, if this man has his way, he will, and he will. because it's his company, not mine and not yours. Okay. However, as I've said multiple times in the past month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it's been, they have painted themselves in a corner that now we're going to a Hall of Fame, still jacked up out of his mind, biggest actor, highest paid actor in Hollywood, biggest action star of the past 10 years, 15 years, whatever it's been, to come back and face him at a WrestleMania. Because he's beat everybody on the current payroll and legends they brought back to face him in the first place. That's where we are. They have painted themselves in a corner with Roman by God Reigns. Why? That's all. Why? What's up, JD? Tim says I could speak for everyone here in the chat. We're all waiting for the Ray Dean's question. Well, of course we are. Ray's already got it teed up. He's probably just got to copy and paste it into the browser, into the chat. I'll bet you I'm right. Chad says he's watching the Batman today. You might love it, dude. I don't know. You're a comic book guy. I assume you're a fan, right? I didn't hate what I watched. It's just halfway through it. I'm looking at the time. It's like 1 a.m. or something. I'm like, I'm getting up in 5 hours. I don't know if I'm going to finish this. That was like 3 days ago. I've not went back to it. Jamil says it's a good take on Batman. I've heard that. A lot of people love it. I have no issue with the film. This is not a bad review, kids. It's just for me personally, did I need another Batman? No. Did I need a Batman that's over 3 hours? No. But that's me. It's not that they haven't got this character right either. It's not like this is the movie incarnation of Daredevil. We're all trying to forget that. Trust me. Okay. They got it right with the TV series on Netflix. Yes. But that's not the case here. They've got Batman right more than one time before. Okay. It's not like this, things were busted and they had to fix them. Nothing was busted. It's almost like, what's to me the old saying? If it ain't broke, break it. That's what they keep doing. They keep breaking it and going back to it again. I mean, how many times can you reinvent the wheel here, folks? How many times can you tell the same origin story? Ask DC, they'll tell you. It's just me. It's just me talking. It's just me talking. Let's get back to some pro wrestling. I love you guys for talking about freaking Batman. You guys are the freaking best. People are going to be tuning in going, what's this Batman crap? E, have you messaged me and I haven't looked? My apologies, my friend. I had the busiest 2 weeks of my life, and it's only going to get busier. Jamil says he heard that Roman's not. Probably not. Probably not. Roman's up there now, man. You can't touch him. This tribal chief stuff. This tribal chief stuff is, yeah. It's crazy. It's what they wanted, right? It's what they wanted, okay? And he fits it. But let me let you guys in on something that you may not know. And if you don't know, gather around. Remember a few years ago when Roman was babyface and everybody hated him and he won all the time and he beat everybody and he never lost and he was invincible and he was bulletproof and you hated him? They turned him heel, put him with Paul. And then guess what happened? He never loses. He beats everybody. He's bulletproof. He's invisible. Except now, you all love him. Nothing changed. WWE got their way before. They're getting their way now. And they fooled all of us. Because nothing really changed. They just turned his sides. That's all. They wanted him as the top guy. And in their words, in your words, they shoved him down our throats. Has that changed? They're still shoving him down your throats. However, now it's okay because he's awesome. He was awesome before. He really was. He was very good before. He's found his niche now. This cold, methodical heel stuff, it's working for him, yes. But the point is, WWE wanted this. They had it already, except you didn't like it. But now you like it. They still got their way. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Jeff, thank you for hanging out, my friend. And congratulations again on the kid, dude. That's an awesome kid you have there, man. Congratulations. Tim, you are Ray's favorite person. King Adam Cole greater than Roman Reigns. Oh, Rick's still on Batman. There's full frontal scenes of Catwoman? Really? Jeez. DC, man. Yikes. Oh, the Dusty thing. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was at a flea market this morning for reasons. And there was a table with all sorts of wrestling action figures, and I didn't even look. There was a guy next to him with a ton of pop vinyls, and I almost bought a Silent Bob pop vinyl. It was the Iron Bob. Probably should have got it. Dude wanted $35 for it. It's trending on Funko's app for $55. If he'd come down to $25, I probably would have got it, but I can see why he wouldn't do that. Let's see here. Well, give me some more wrestling stuff. Give me some more wrestling stuff, daddy. I don't know who that was supposed to be. Maybe Boogie? Give me some more wrestling stuff, daddy. Come on, people. Be there for the Boogeyman. That's not bad, right? I spent time with Boogeyman back in the day. He's freaking great, dude. Kidding me? Chris says when Kenny comes back, hopefully at Forbidden Door. Yeah, I think so. I think he will. Ray says the Bucks going to leave the group. They look upset with King Cole. I think Adam Cole comes out of this as a baby face. I could be wrong, and they'll all turn on Omega when he gets back, and Omega will be a major face. Do they need another major face though? I mean, they got Punk, they got Mox, they got Danielson, they got Hangman. I mean, that's 4 major baby faces right there. 4 major baby faces. Darby, Sting. I don't know. Do they have room for another top baby face like that? I don't know. Hama, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Davey says, how about this thing with Edge and Damian Priest? Damian Priest is getting the rub of all rubs. Edge is rubbing the life out of that guy right now. No funny jokes. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. You're better than that. But the point is, this is going to be extremely good for Priest. They already love him. If you guys can't figure that out, spoiler alert, they love them some Damian Priest. You can't tell. And they see something in him, and they should. He's a really good big man. Could he be a great big man? Only time will tell. But this is very good for him. I'm happy for the guy. And I've always liked and respected Edge. I like the partnership between them. I think the imagery is good. I think they match. I think it makes a lot of sense in terms of gimmicks and style, music, presentation. All that's good stuff. It all makes a lot of sense. I'm okay with it. Plus, I think it's working. Shane says, honestly think WWE doesn't know what to do with Rhea Ripley. From your lips to the ears of God, my friend, because I 100% agree with you. Having said that, Rhea's still on TV. She's still on the events. They're still pushing her. They're still talking about her. They're including her in angles. This magical word called buried that everyone misuses all the time is not happening to Rhea Ripley. Would we rather see Rhea Ripley as a women's champ and be invincible and be just a killer? Sure. Why not? Who wouldn't want that for their favorite, right? However, at the same time, they don't see her in that light, but it's not like they left her on the shelf. They're not playing with her. She's a toy in the box, and they got her out of the box playing with her right now. It's good. It's a good thing for her. You know what I mean? So yeah, for sure. Alma says Rose versus Punk. Love the match. Much respect for both. Can't wait for Hook versus Danhausen. Right? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's fun. Where is Asuka? No one knows where Asuka is. I was trying to do the phrase. I don't know, dude. I mean, it's, and here's a question for you, Chris. What's she going to come back to? Ronda Rousey? Where's Bailey? Right? In my humble opinion, this is just me talking. You don't have to agree. I just don't think their women's division is anywhere near as strong as it used to be. They've got great components there. They've got some talented people in it. Do they have a logical and plausible direction and good booking to go along with it? I mean, if you're asking me, my answer is no, but your answer may be different than mine. I have no idea. What's up, Tina? How are you, my friend? Thanks for hanging out. Ray says, I don't want Bianca to become a Big E and drop the belt in 2 months. Give her a nice run. We're all hoping that. I assure you, we're all hoping that. By the way, kids, we're at 18 likes. Get us up to that 20 mark, please, and thank you, and beyond if you can, if you will. And tap that notifications bell. Make that thing go ring-a-ding-ding as much as you can. And if you've not shared this feed on all of your social media, for God's sake, do it. We got there. Thanks, kids. I appreciate you. Chad Bartlett says, could you do blood tests on the HW roster? We need proof the NAV are not vampires. No fate in who's. They got that look, don't they? Nathan Cross got a good look. I'm going to tell you right now. Chad, not to be all, fangirling over somebody here, but brother, can you imagine going through life looking like frickin' Nathan Cross? That's some good DNA right there. What does his parents look like? You ever think about that? Nathan's going to see this later and go, right? It's all right. I'm just playing. I'm just saying, hey, man, I know what God gave me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I got. Genetic roll of the dice. Bam. It's what I got. It's what I ended up with. Like it, love it, hate it. This is me, baby. This is it. This is as good as it's ever going to get. I promise you. But like Nathan Cross, is it even fair? It's like Matthew McConaughey. Do you see what I'm saying? Most dudes looking at Matthew McConaughey go, freaking God, man, what's going on up there? Right? Nathan's going to watch this later and go, Tom's crazy, man. I'm just saying. I'm having fun today. Chad says he could go to Princess Bride Fan Fest and make a killing. Oh my God, he's so good. I like to post that day. You remember that, right? My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Same. Chris says, well, listen. You would think, you know what I didn't do? I didn't bring any wrestling pops. I had like 4 sitting in my floor because I haven't put another shelf up yet because I'm out of shelf space. Guess what? New shelf space. That's why I got the office. Ha ha. The grand scheme has been revealed, kids. It's all been revealed. All live and living color. Pops aplenty. I'm just kidding. But I did bring 2 over here that I had in boxes. I'm going to show them to you now. Prepare yourselves. This is the variation of the Boba Fett. Right? Look at that bad boy. That's a Target exclusive right there. You know what that means? It's worth like a few dollars more. That's all it really means. But I just thought it looked cool. Look at that sucker. Oh, bam. I dig him. Got the pack that never works. All right. One more because I got 2 on my desk. I got a big honking desk here. Check out this bad boy. Still in the Star Wars vein. If you don't like that, you got a hole in your soul, pal. Look at that. Shut up. Luke and Grogu, shut up. I had to bring 2. I got 2 over here. I don't know how much it's going to grow in the office, but we'll see. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If you could see the mess, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm happy to be here. I've got a lot of great space to work in. And let me tell you, brother, I've been busy the whole time. and only going to get busier. Jamie says, not sure you spoke on this. What is your take on the Lacey Evans promos? I like her. I always like to preface things that may rub people the wrong way by saying I like somebody. I don't think it's the worst thing that she's ever done, for sure. Do I love it? But I like her a lot. Does she fit? She fits with them, right? Again, I don't dislike her at all. I'm just the presentation that company does sometimes, the overabundance, the overproducing. Christopher says Lacey can't work. I think she's better than she was. She's not historically been the best in-ring technician I've ever seen. Okay, if I'm being polite. Do I think she's horrible? Dude, this is the same company that promoted Nia Jax, put her on t-shirts and merch and put her in main events. Okay. If we expect this company to be a proper judge of character, whether or not somebody can work, I think we're asking way too much because they're not. They've proven that before. I am in my office, Tina. Not a home office, the office. So yeah, one of these days I'll turn the camera around and show you my spread and everything. And it's still a work in progress, but I got lots of stuff to do. I just started a new job, or I'm in the process of starting a new job, so I had to have office space and everything. So Christopher says she's better than Nia. My pop vinyls are better than Nia, Chris. That's not exactly a good gauge of how good a pro wrestler is. I mean, I agree, but dude, I can work better than she can. And I've been in the ring in years. And I didn't do much when I was in there. I'm just saying. I'm better on the outside. I tells people what to do, okay? Go punch him. In case you ever wanted to know what managers say to their guys outside the ring and stuff like that, go punch him. I don't like the way he looked at me. I'm just playing. Let's see. Tina says, I'm ready for Bailey to come back. I saw she was at Karma. Yeah. I love Bailey. Believe it or not, this may be an unpopular opinion time, but I'm going to give it anyway because it's my show. See the name? Crap. See the name? There it is. I can never get that right. But here's my opinion. I didn't care for the Bailey heel turn. She made it work because she's great, right? The soccer mom haircut and all that stuff. It's great. But I didn't care for it. Saying. Here you go. Ooh. Shane says, can you imagine a Tom Clark Funko Pop of yourself wearing a main event t-shirt? I totally can. We need to make that happen. Who can make that happen for me? Get the fund going, baby. The Create a Tom Pop Fund. Everybody put in $1. God knows how much it'll cost. Tim says Tom Clark need to with Ethan Page on a on a toy hunt. I've not seen that. Do I need to watch that? Is it cool? Who are we talking about bringing there, Gary? Who are we talking about? Did I miss something? I may have missed something. I try to keep up with the chat. Sometimes there's so much going on, so much talk. Sometimes I miss. Let's see. Tina says Becky is supposed to talk Monday night. Well, there you go. Cool. All right. We're almost ready to take this thing home. We got 5 minutes. Usually we'd open the floor. But this whole show's been open floor. Chad, too bad. What's going on? First off, hi, Chad. How are you? I'm fine. Let's be nicer next time. What? Rude much, Chad? I even gave you a nickname, Chad, that you share with another Chad. Yeah, man. I just, Friday didn't work out for me this week. Fridays may not be happening anymore. It may become a Saturday at noon thing. We'll have to see. I'm still feeling it out, testing out time slots, seeing what goes down. Oh, I see. I got you. Sorry, dude. I blanked out. That dude hung up the glasses years ago. The dark shades, put them on the shelf. Retired them next to the leather jacket. Retired all that next to the hat with the skull on it. So Chad, I'm doing well, my friend. It's not a good day. It's a great day. Tell all your friends. Jade, 30-0, Davey says. I mean, they're doing what they're doing with her. I got thoughts. The fans have come around, yes. Well, they didn't at first, did they? But they like her. And you can't deny that not only do they like her, but that also that she's getting over. You can't deny any of that. Is she getting better in the ring? That's up for you guys to debate. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that some aspects of her game have improved. I know that supposedly she's been working with Danielson behind the scenes, which is good for anybody. Okay. What does it mean for her in-ring stuff? Is she improving? What do you guys think? Tim, I'm going to look up that vlog while you're here. I think I'm going to look up that vlog because I'm going to follow that sucker. If he's into action figures and whatnot, then there we go. Because I'll follow that. You know what? I'm following it. Is it funny to you guys when a heel does like a vlog that gets over and he's real likable and fun to watch, and then on TV he's a despicable heel? Oh, Ray's already hitting me. Ray, hit me. Get ready, kids. Snooper Redman and part 2, Chub Rock or Rob Bass. And if Adam Cole came to your house, a bowl of veggie chili, could I have some? And after one to go fishing, could I come as well? First, yes on the veggie chili. Yes, you can go fishing. I've been fishing in years. Snooper Redman. I'm going to go Redman. Chub Rock or Rob Bass. You're not being fair to me at all. I'll go Rob Bass. There you go. Everyone please applaud Ray's question and answer. It's good stuff. Tim says, Wheeler, you're doing great. Absolutely. As a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, I loves me some BCC for sure. Cardona's Toy Videos. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure I follow him as well. Do I? It's the Major Pod Network, right? There we go. I followed it. Isn't that where they do the toys and stuff? Yeah. Yeah. I just followed it. Why was I not following it before? That's an excellent question. And let me ask you guys something. Why are you not following Tom Clark's Main Event on all the popular platforms? I mean, answer me that. Apple, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, Audible. Why? Why aren't you? Why don't you just go ahead and do it? What's your hold up? What's your hold up? I don't want any money. I'm not asking for money. All you need is an internet connection. You get it. The audio version of the show comes out after the show. Dude, make it happen, baby. You kidding me? And while you're at it, subscribe to Tom Clark's 6M podcast. Movies, music, Marvel magazines, miniseries, and more. There it is. Hello, Cherie. How are you doing? Happy Earth Weekend to you as well. Jamie says, do you see Sky Blue eventually being in the title picture? I hope so. I think she's good enough. David says, thank you for all your thoughts and opinions. Baby Duty calls. Hey, Davey, have a great weekend, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. Chris says he bought a new house. Aren't you tired? You will be. Have you moved yet? Congratulations, my friend. Tim says Dante Martin, brothers. Is he? Did I know this? I didn't know this. Holy God. Darius Martin. Dude, what? Shut up. Wow. Well, guess what, kids? We're going to take this sucker home. Listen, I appreciate all of you hanging out. If we decide to do this full time on Saturdays, I will announce as soon as I know. I promise you. Right now, again, we're just sort of playing with the format. So my apologies for not keeping you guys up to date sooner. A lot of times I don't know till 0 hour, to be honest, full disclosure. But again, thank you everybody for watching. Please stay tuned. Please stay up to date on everything Tom Clark related, Tom Clark's Main Event, Tom Clark 6M podcast, and also High Velocity Wrestling. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for your time and attention and for hanging out. Thanks for helping me spread the word about my stuff. It's always greatly appreciated. I hope you guys have the best weekend. I will see you next week. I will let you know what day we're talking, and I'll try to do it not the day before. Okay. But again, thanks for being patient, kids. I appreciate all of you. Everybody go out this weekend. Enjoy the nice weather if you've got it. Enjoy some good pro wrestling. If there's some good pro wrestling talent, local pro wrestling promotions in your town that are doing it the right way, go give them your money. Okay. And patronize them. Watch some good pro wrestling on the streaming services or on TV or wherever it is that you enjoy your stuff. And support the business, baby. I'm just saying. And if you want to support me as well, you can shop Tom Clark's main event merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, hats, magnets, buttons, and a whole lot more. You name it, we got it for the main event and the 6M podcast. tinyurl.com/Tom Clark Pods, PODS. I will not get rich off of you. I'm just saying. But you can get you a cool t-shirt, coffee mug, whatever it is you'd like to have. All right, kids, that's it for me. I'm out. I appreciate you. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Tom Clark's main event.